Hi, this is Lee Garrett and welcome to another edition of Screencast Online. This week I wanted to use as a bit of a launchpad for covering a stock application on all platforms that can be incredibly overwhelming for the majority of users. That's right, I want to start looking at shortcuts. The Shortcuts app provides a quick way to get things done with your apps, with just a click or by asking Siri, and it can automate a wide variety of things. The reason it can be quite overwhelming to people is it can appear that you need to have a background in scripting or coding to create something amazing and make your Apple device dance for you, but that's just not the case. In fact, the whole purpose of this video is to build on other people's knowledge and use some pre-built shortcuts to help ease you into what a shortcut is and how they can help you. Yes, we're going to modify a few of the shortcuts that we look at today, but we're not going to be building any from the ground up. We're simply going to look at the built-in shortcuts gallery and check out what kind of shortcuts we have available. Then, in future videos, we can start looking in more detail at how some of these are constructed and share some creations from within our own community if any of you fancy showing off your shortcut skills. For now though, let's step carefully into Shortcuts on the Mac and see how it looks. Right, so this is how Shortcuts is currently set up on my test account. There are some shortcuts here that I've been using for testing. There's a couple from my real shortcut setup. However, over the course of this video, we're going to use the gallery to find some shortcuts that are useful. We're going to add them, run them, and then edit a few of them as well to suit our needs a little bit more. And that should be a nice jumping off point for many of you to dive in yourself and start playing. Before we go to the gallery though, I want to show you one of my most used shortcuts that is incredibly complicated and I didn't build a thing. All credit for this goes to Federico at Mac Stories for this Fetch App Icon shortcut. Now, every video that we produce has an icon and we need to get that icon from somewhere. And the best place is the App Store. And that's exactly what this shortcut does for us. So all I'm going to do here is run it to show you a real world example of how shortcuts makes my work life easier. So I'll come up and click play to run it. It gives me a text box to enter the name of the app that I would like the icon for. So I'll type in OmniFocus here and click done. Next, the shortcut is configured to ask me which platform I need the icon for. And this tells the shortcut which app store to go and look in. So I want the iPhone icon. I'll click done again. It carries out an app store search and gives me all of these potential results. Now it's very rare that I don't get the icon that I need. And indeed, here is the OmniFocus 4 icon. And down here, I'll click done. So it's found the icon. Now, where's it going to share it to? Well, when I run this on the iPhone, there is another option here to save it to files, which is often preferable. But I'm quite happy to just add it to photos here though. And I'll confirm that. And there we are. The action has completed. And this should mean that when I go into photos, there's a lovely OmniFocus icon waiting for me. So let's see. I'll open photos here. And sure enough, at the bottom, there is the icon. Then from here, of course, I can drag it out onto the desktop if I want to do anything with it. Let's just minimize this because I don't need it anymore. And I'll press space to just do a quick look and check the quality. And yep, that's exactly what I need. In fact, I've just noticed there that the background has got the Omni logo all over it. I've never seen that until I recorded this. Wow, you live and learn. So that's what the shortcut can do. And I'm sure you can see how easy it was to use, but how easy would it have been for me to build it? Well, if I right click on it and select edit, we can see there are quite a few actions in there. And whilst we are not going to get into the weeds of how each shortcut is formed, I do think it's important before we hit the gallery you can see the kind of actions that are used to build these shortcuts. So we watched this one play out. So at the beginning, we were asked for some text. So what app did we want the icon for? Then there was a search on the App Store here. We had to choose from the results. Then the artwork URL was captured. The resolution changed here. And then we had some more steps until we finally get to the option to share the image. So maybe with some practice, this is something that I could build. However, I certainly couldn't right now. And that's why it's so good that we have the ability to share shortcuts. And we also have a tool like the gallery. Now, before we go there, let's just take a quick look at some of the actions you have available if you do decide that you want to start building your own now. So the actions available are on the right-hand side. We have categories up here. So currently we can see some suggested actions and they are all listed down here. I can click here to show all scriptable actions relating to location. There's not too many, but certainly enough different ones to play with.
That's just a quick preview of one of this week's Apple-related tutorials from Screencasts Online. Screencasts Online is your premium source of Apple-related video tutorials. All of our members get access to brand new, up-to-date tutorials each week, as well as unlimited access to our entire video archive full of Mac and iOS-related tutorials. You can stream and download all of our videos on your Mac, iPad and iPhone, and even your Apple TV using the members-only Screencasts Online Apple TV app. Membership also includes a complimentary subscription to the digital Screencasts Online monthly magazine, published each month and packed with videos, articles, reviews, as well as hints and tips covering all aspects of the Mac, iPad, iPhone, and all of the other fantastic Apple products. So, if you're ready to start getting the most out of your Apple devices, visit screencastsonline.com today and become a Screencasts Online member.